How well do you remember the 80s and 90s? Test your memory and think fast. You've only got 6 seconds for each question. Keep track of your score and let me know in the comments how many you get right. Let's get started. What is the name of the bar featured in the TV show where everybody knows your name? The answer is Cheers. The phone number 1-800-CRIME-TV was used as a tip line on which TV show? It was the tip line for America's Most Wanted. What dance move did Michael Jackson popularize during a 1983 performance of Billie Jean? The moonwalk. What TV series starred both Jason Priestley and Luke Perry? That was Beverly Hills 90210. In 1987, which U.S. president delivered a speech in Berlin calling to tear down this wall? It was Ronald Reagan. In 1994, which former NFL player was involved in a televised police chase in Los Angeles? The answer is O.J. Simpson. What warning screen commonly appeared at the start of VHS tapes in the United States? It was an FBI warning. What game show featured celebrities seated in a large tic-tac-toe style grid? It was called Hollywood Squares. What sitcom features the character Al Bundy as the main character? It's Married with Children. What song by Simple Minds plays in both the opening and closing credits of The Breakfast Club? It's Don't You Forget About Me. Which computer operating system was the most widely used on personal computers during the 1990s? Microsoft Windows. How old is Doogie Howser at the start of the TV series Doogie Howser, MD? He was 16 years old. Guess the 80s cartoon. It's My Pet Monster. What type of tape was commonly used to record songs from the radio onto a portable player? The answer is a cassette tape. What is the name of the coffee shop in the TV show Friends? It's called Central Perk. What song by Dolly Parton was covered by Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard? It was I Will Always Love You. What TV cop drama starred Johnny Depp as a young officer? 21 Jump Street. Which comedian played Tim the Toolman Taylor on Home Improvement? That was Tim Allen. Which US music channel was known for playing music videos all day in the 80s and 90s? The answer is MTV. What character on The Dukes of Hazzard is known for wearing short denim shorts? It was Daisy Duke. What were these iconic 90s boots called? They're called Doc Martens. Did you have a pair? Why did people blow into video game cartridges before using them? It would help make them work. Who co-starred with Nick Nolte in the movie 48 Hours? It was Eddie Murphy. Which director made both A Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream? It was Wes Craven. What tabloid talk show became famous for onstage fights and confrontations? The Jerry Springer Show. Who began hosting Wheel of Fortune in 1983? It was Pat Sajak. What animated series features the misadventures of a chihuahua named Ren and a cat named Stimpy? That's right, Ren and Stimpy. What was the name of Inspector Gadget's niece? Her name was Penny. Guess the TV show. It's Who's the Boss? In which year was New Coke introduced? 1983, 1985, or 1988? It was 1985. Which boxer became the oldest heavyweight champion at age 45 in 1994? That was George Foreman. Who recorded the songs My Bologna and Another One Rides the Bus? The answer is Weird Al Yankovic. Which drag performer became widely known as a supermodel in the 90s? It was RuPaul. Which actor played Michael Knight on Knight Rider? That was David Hasselhoff. What sitcom features the character Steve Urkel as the annoying neighbor? The answer is Family Matters. Which professional skateboarder became widely famous in the 1980s and 1990s? It was Tony Hawk. Which Florida city did the Golden Girls live in? They lived in Miami, Florida. Which band sang We Built This City? It was Starship. Which actor played Uncle Buck in the film Uncle Buck? The correct answer is John Candy. What video game console was released by Sony in 1994? It was the first PlayStation. Who is the lead singer of the band Red Hot Chili Peppers? It's Anthony Kiedis. Which twin sisters began their acting careers on Full House? It was Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Which 1982 horror film features the line, "They're here"? The answer is Poltergeist. Which web browser competed with Microsoft's Internet Explorer in the 1990s? It was Netscape Navigator. In what movie does a wish turn a boy into an adult overnight? That's from the movie Big. What car is used for time travel in Back to the Future? The correct answer is a DeLorean. Can you name this TV show that was popular in the 80s? It's The Facts of Life. What frozen treat comes in a long plastic tube and is pushed up from the bottom? The answer I am thinking of is Otter Pops. Which British girl group had hits like Wannabe and To Become One in the 1990s? It was the Spice Girls. What TV comedy features the character Screech? He is from Saved by the Bell. What toy line featured collectible characters with a trash-themed style? The Garbage Pail Kids. What sound did a dial-up internet connection make before going online? It made that classic dial-up connection sound. Which band had hits like Do You Really Want to Hurt Me and Karma Chameleon? It was Culture Club. In how many John Hughes films did Molly Ringwald star? 3, 5, or 7? She starred in 3. What are the names of Scrooge McDuck's nephews in DuckTales? The answer is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. What TV series starred James Franco, Seth Rogen, and Jason Segel? It was Freaks and Geeks. What collectible discs were commonly traded and often banned at schools in the 1990s? The answer is Pogs. Which country group released the album Wide Open Spaces in 1998? That was the Dixie Chicks. What major video rental chain was known for charging rewind fees on VHS tapes? The answer I am looking for is Blockbuster. Which industrial rock band released the albums Pretty Hate Machine and The Downward Spiral? It was 9 Inch Nails. What was the name of the talking purple dinosaur on a popular kids show? It was Barney. What did Indiana Jones's father call him instead of Indy? He called him Junior. Guess the TV show. The answer is Frasier. Who is the driver of the Magic School Bus? It was Miss Frizzle. Who became the lead singer of AC/DC after Bon Scott? It was Brian Johnson. In what movie does private detective Eddie Valiant investigate crimes in Toontown? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Which NHL team won 4 straight Stanley Cups from 1980 to 1983? It was the New York Islanders. What is the title of Michael Jackson's 1982 album that became the best-selling album of all time? The answer is Thriller. What TV show features the teacher, Mr. Feeney? It's Boy Meets World. What home video format replaced VHS in the late 1990s? That was the DVD. Which actor played Mr. Brown in Reservoir Dogs? That was Quentin Tarantino. Who hit the game-winning home run for the Toronto Blue Jays in the 1993 World Series? The answer is Joe Carter. Which band released Every Rose Has Its Thorn in 1988? The answer is Poison. Which science fiction film features a liquid metal robot known as the T-1000? It's Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Recognize this show from the 80s? It's Pee-wee's Playhouse. Tell me in the comments how many questions you got right and which decade was your favorite. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you want to see more like this in the future. Thanks for playing.